everyone, how's it going? If you guys are here from the first Cleanspark video, I launched into the news what some people would call fundamental analysis of the company that is on everyone's minds today, as they're currently up 26%. We're gonna launch into the technical analysis portion of looking at Cleanspark in this video. So thank you guys all for transporting yourselves over from that video to this one. Without further ado, let's get into the technical analysis. All right, first off, I want to launch into our chart here. We just launched into Webull. Love to get the RSI up on the chart. The RSI, the Relative Strength Index, will give us a little sentiment idea of, is it overvalued or undervalued based on current price movement. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. So every tick of this candle chart represents 1 hour of time. So zooming out, we can see, and let's get our trend line drawing here. We can see that, okay, from, the 5th, the morning of the 6th, to the morning of right now, which is the 9th, we have gone up 60% for Cleanspark, which is really crazy if you think about it. So the first thing that I do whenever I'm diving into technical analysis is that I want to chart out my levels. Now, I usually want to start this from going out, to the week view and then going in daily, 1 hour, 30 minute, maybe even 5 minute, just charting my lines and my levels to see, okay, what are support and resistance points for the stock? Because of course, the chart tells all. A wise man once said, and I don't know who said this, I might be butchering the quote, a trader can be a trader and also be an investor. But an investor can't be an investor and also be a trader. So you see what I'm saying there? The chart tells all. I don't even have to care what Cleanspark did as a company, yesterday in the earnings that they reported. I don't even have to look at the news as a trader. I can just look at the chart and know that something significant happened. So that's one advantage of technical analysis that I think you guys all might be interested in learning a bit more about. Okay, so let's go into day view, draw some lines here. Now really, most basically, we're just seeing points on the chart that have touched multiple, what we call consolidation right here around, 450. Just know that prices hit the chart multiple times around here. So this could be a potential support or potential resistance. The line that I could see going into play is right here, 937, right here as well, $694.7. Objectively, people are looking at the 50-cent mark and the dollar mark. I mean, these are just psychological barriers, but we can see we are right now at a resistance point between 1350 and 14. So let's just put our line right there as well. And we can start to get and key in on some insights. Now that we've got some of those lines drawn, I want us to look back at the weekly. Draw another horizontal line around here. Looks good, around $26. And wow, I mean, this is truly insane. Cleanspark at one point, I don't even know what happened here with this candle. That's interesting. We should further investigate what this $150 candle is. I don't know if it's a mistake on my chart. In it being just 1 week, I mean, that's crazy. Anyway, well, let's trace it back. Let's go back and see. Going back, scrolling back to, there's just no volume. I mean, look, as I'm scrolling, this is daily. Volume is like 10, 50 per day. So there's no volume. That's what that $150 candle was. I mean, on this day, there were 25,000. You can see there were 25,000 shares exchanged. And that's what the volume is on this day that it reached 150 bucks. But days prior, I mean, look, volume's hovering around 10, maybe 100, maybe a few hundred. So that's what that clean spike was. And then of course, volume's a little bit in the thousands. So anyway, that's what we experienced back then. It tells a little bit of the story that just when you have a stock that has no volume, is super illiquid, it could have these crazy price swings. Okay, so now that we have our technical markers laid out, let's see what's currently going on with the stock. So today, we can see that 44 million shares of Cleanspark have been exchanged. Now that's a far cry, of course, from 2016, when we saw that huge bump in price. So of course, and that's just indicative of, they're buyers and sellers. every share exchange needs a buyer and a seller. So that one transaction creates a volume of one. So that has happened 44 million times so far today, and it's about noon time. And we can see, backing up from December of last year, the 1350 was really a point of resistance. So we'll move this line up a little bit to confirm. And also it might be helpful sometimes to draw out a little zone. So we can go from, $13 to $13.50. And we can see that we're currently in this zone. You might be asking, what do we see next? What kind of levels do we see above the 1350 spot? Now I'm seeing a level here at about 1650. So let's draw that out at 1650. 1650 is another spot. This spot right here, 1815 is another spot. And then of course, the peak that we saw in November of 2021 was $23.50. So, okay, when a company has negative earnings per share, that's really bad. And a lot of people don't want to even invest into a company that has negative earnings per share. You want to see that proof of concept work out. You want to see that company at least turn profitable before you start investing. So now if you're an early investor, you might want to go for an unprofitable company. But you could get screwed there because a lot of businesses fail. So there's a lot of opportunities for it not to work out. So a lot of investors will look for the company to report, a positive earnings per share or, some sort of income before. We can go back from December 2022, from negative 41 cents to negative 20 cents. And these are per quarter, these financial state per year. So that's why we're seeing, negative $1.50. But December 2022, negative 41, March 2023, negative 20, June 2023, negative 12. Okay, they're crawling out of the hole a little bit. Then from last quarter, and this is reported February 8th, they were expected to have a terrible earnings per share, worse off than the last few quarters. But they actually reported a positive net earnings per share of 15 cents. So I can see that being a large driver of Cleanspark in the future. Go back to the chart, you can clearly see that there isn't much happening up here until 1650. So if Cleanspark continues on this trajectory, psychological levels, as the technical indicators, as the supply demand indicators lead us to believe, 1650 is really going to be that next point of resistance. We can see it hit 1360 a few hours ago and then pulled back, but we've been slowly and steadily increasing now that we're at 1350. I mean, when this video comes out, I'm gonna edit it as fast as possible, but you'll probably be able to just check the chart yourself and see, has it breached 1350? Is it gonna reject off of this level of 1350, or is it gonna keep soaring? Hey everyone, I wanted to provide a little update right now at 5:28 p.m. right before I upload the video. So we ended the day at $13.95, just below $14. We did break this level, as I was talking about in the video. We went as high as 15, didn't quite go any higher, leveled off. So that's just a little update, but when you're seeing this video, you'll probably be able to go and check out the chart, and it's probably even more so different than what it is now. Sorry, that's my corgi in the background. Take care. I'm not currently trading this. I am making YouTube videos for you all out there, but I can see clearly that 1650 is going to be that next level of resistance. With all that said, we got into a little bit of the technicals of Cleanspark. Is it a good company to invest in, trade in? Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. But we analyzed in the last video that the financials are looking very clean, very solid. But of course, be careful because with a stock that's up 25%, oh, now look, 27% on the day, you're probably going to expect some sort of pullback from here. With my accumulation of knowledge so far in trading and the stock market and looking at the charts, 1350, now that we know, is a level of resistance. It might not break that level today or tomorrow or in the next few days. That is a level of resistance. But if the trend continues the positive push up for Cleanspark, 1350, once it breaks that, could become, resistance turned support. And then we can look at 1650 being that next key marker. Okay, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this technical analysis video. If I missed anything, please leave a comment below. And I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. With all that said, take care. See you in the next one. Bye.